on? I'm your host, Mike Sports Vibes Ballin', where I tend to go on this trail and talk about the NBA playoffs, talk about the Philadelphia 76ers, the Phillies, etc., etc. So if you're interested in good vibes, consider subscribing. My question for the whole NBA world, right? Are people shocked that the Pacers won Game 6? And the reason why I'm saying this because it's just like some people thought the series was over after Game 5 because of the injury of Tyrese Halliburton and just Tyrese Halliburton not showing up in Game 5. And the Pacers just didn't show up. They was turning the ball over way too many times in Game 5. But I was trying to tell people to kind of pump their brakes a little bit and just understand anything can happen. Well, they're going to Indiana. Tyrese Halliburton has to play for them to win. And they're one of the best defensive teams in the NBA. The one thing I always say is defense wins championships. And both teams, the Thunder and the Pacers, are two of the best teams, respectfully, in both conferences. The Pacers are the best in the Eastern Conference, and the Thunder are the best in the Western Conference. Game 7, here we come. And I'm going to keep it real with you, man. As a Sixer fan, giving you my honest perspective on the NBA Finals, for me, this has been a pleasure to watch. I enjoyed every second of the NBA Finals so far. And I'm so glad it's a Game 7. Do I think the Thunder are going to win? I don't know. Do I think the Pacers are going to win? I really don't know. I have no clue who's going to win this NBA Finals because both teams are evenly matched. And Tyrese Halliburton showed up for all 4 quarters. No, he didn't score 20-some points. He didn't score 30-some points. But he showed up. He had more than 4 points. He had 10 plus points compared to Game 5. So he had 14 points, brought elite defense, and just him being or starting gave the Pacers energy. Now, I want to say this real quick before I get to the Thunder. When it comes to the Pacers, and when it comes to Obi Toppin and TJ McConnell is the energy off that bench that's undeniable. If you've been watching the NBA Finals, every time TJ McConnell comes in the game or Obi Toppin comes in the game, they're doing something spectacular. TJ McConnell is literally he's the energy, y'all. By the way, everybody that's in the building, make sure you double tap, hit that like button. I'm a Sixer fan covering the NBA Finals. I cover the Sixers, the Phillies, the NBA Finals, NBA breaking news. And also, I will be covering boxing as well. So if you're interested, make sure you double tap the screen and hit that like button. Appreciate all the support. But yeah, getting back to TJ McConnell and Obi Toppin. TJ McConnell is on another level when it comes to his energy. It's contagious. It rubs off on the whole entire team. Once he gets in the game, it don't matter if it's an offensive play, a defensive play, him diving on the dang on court. He's just making the game-winning plays. And that's why I respect TJ McConnell so much. And he was a Philadelphia 76er. I think he's undrafted too. What's going on, brother, man? Pastor, SGA will be the face of the league if they win Game 7. Indy will be a good yes. I feel like it's going to be a 50-50 coin flip for this upcoming Game 7. I believe it's on Sunday. And I will be live for that game, so make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that like button if you haven't already. SGA, I never knew a superstar to get so much dislike. It's crazy to me. How can you not like SGA? But hold on, before I get to SGA, Let me finish what I was thinking, what I was saying about T.J. McConnell and Obi Toppin off the bench. I understand bench players play a lot better at home. Now, the key to the Pacers to be successful in Game 7 is T.J. McConnell and Obi Toppin doing what they got to do, and Mathurin doing what they got to do in Game 7. They have to play like they played in Indiana in Game 6 in order for them to be victorious in Game 7. Because as much as I want to put all the pressure on Siakam and Tyrese Halliburton, you're giving me, like, every single game for the most part, T.J. McConnell and Obi Toppin is giving you at least 20-plus points a game for them two combined. So if they can give you 20-plus points or more with the defense, with the energy that they bring coming off that bench, they have an honest chance of beating the Thunder at home. And listen, I'm not cheering for either one of these teams. I honestly just love great basketball. So I don't have a fight in this battle because I'm a Sixer fan. But I will say that I'm enjoying what I'm seeing. Make sure everybody in the building, make sure you'll double tap. I got 13 people in the building. I only got 1 like. Show a brother some love. I know I'm a Sixer fan. You might not be a Sixer fan, but if you're rocking with your boy, consider subscribing as well. What else? JT is the next fit. Okay. I think the Pacers might be cooked. Nah, bro. I don't know how you come up with that statement, bro. The Pacers just won Game 6, bro. They sent it to a Game 7. How far will the Mavericks go next year? The Mavericks, oh my gosh, I have no clue because I have to figure out what the health is with Kyrie Irving. If I know that Kyrie Irving is 100% healthy, good luck in the West. The West is going to be crazy. And if Cooper Flag is the guy that everybody thinks he's going to be, and Anthony Davis is healthy, and Lively is healthy, and the list goes on. There's planes flying over top of me. But, dang, that hurt my neck. But, yeah, so it just depends on Kyrie Irving's health, in my honest opinion. If Anthony Davis and Kyrie are healthy, I think the Mavericks could definitely come out the West. I think the Mavericks could definitely be a top seed. That's just my opinion. People forget how good Kyrie Irving is. They forget how good Anthony Davis is. But I understand injuries is part of the game, and unfortunately last season they got hurt. But the benefit of them getting hurt is they had a small little percentage chance of getting Cooper Flag, getting that first overall pick in the 2025 NBA draft. So it all worked out for the Mavericks. Thunder have home court advantage. Yeah, that don't mean that they're going to win though, because if you think about it like this, bro, let's think about it like this in this perspective. Game 7 is a coin flip, in my opinion, because if you think about it, the Pacers won Game 1 of the finals. Where was Game 1? Game 1 was in OKC. Game 1 was in OKC, bro. So, yes, they might have home field advantage. Yes, I understand that. It can help them or it can hurt them, because some teams like to play away and shut up the crowd. And then it might backfire, because what if someone in your crowd is talking crazy to one of the players and they start going bananas? You know what I mean? It can backfire on you. So home court, yes, it's benefits to it. But at the end of the day, it depends on what team you're going against. And I know they're going to probably say, oh, well, 8 times out of 10, the home team wins Game 7. Oh, wow, look at these birds, y'all. Oh, they was fighting in the dang on trees, man. I don't know if you can see them. Oh, you probably can't see them now. But, yeah, man, like, I feel like anything can happen. And the Pacers already beat the Thunder in OKC. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it, Poe. Nico is a type of guy to draft someone. See, that's true. Mavericks are going after Drew Holiday. That would be crazy work. Oh, my gosh. Drew Holiday, Kyrie, Cooper Flag, Anthony Davis. Oh, my gosh. That would be crazy work, bro. I believe in Indiana, though. Yeah, Like Indiana already beat OKC and already beat the Thunder in OKC. So since they already beat them in OKC, it's not like a given that just because they're home. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I feel like champions, most of the time, in my honest opinion, defense wins championships. And most of the time, defense travels more than offense travels when you go to a away stadium. And I feel like the Pacers, in my honest opinion, the Pacers have debatably the best defense in the NBA. When you got Neesmith and Nembhard, Tyrese Halliburton, Miles Turner does his thing as well, Mathurin, TJ McConnell, the list goes on and on. Ben Shepherd. Listen, they got a lot of dogs on defense, bro. And in my honest opinion, and I'm not saying the Thunder's going to lose. I'm not going to say the Thunder's going to win. I think it's a 50-50 coin flip either way. And as a Sixer fan, in my honest opinion, I just feel like the Pacers defense, honestly, and this might sound a little crazy to some people, but I think the Pacers defense is better than the Thunder overall. Just my opinion. Not saying the Thunder ain't really good on defense, because they are as well, but I think the Pacers are so slept on defensively and people don't want to give them the proper respect. But this is all I'm going to say, right? When it comes down to the Pacers winning Game 7, and salute to everybody that's in the building. Make sure y'all hit that like button, double tap the screen, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I cover the NBA players. I cover the Philadelphia 76ers. I cover the Philadelphia Phillies. And I will also cover boxing as well. So if you're into boxing, make sure you tune in, man, because I'm going to do the play-by-play for the Tank and what's the other, and Roach part 2. You know what I mean? Fight number 2. So I'm definitely doing that fight. So if you're interested, make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button for that. Max Christie, right? Yeah, Max Christie. Don't forget about Max Christie. That's why the Mavs lost last year. Nah, man. Yeah. I think the Mavs, in my honest opinion, are going to be so much better next season, man. Anthony Davis, like, let's talk about the Mavericks last year, bro. The Mavericks lost last year, or are you talking about this season just passed, or what? Are you talking about when they had Luka? Yeah, when they had Luka, they had no defense. Now they got defense, and no disrespect to Luka, because Luka's one of the best players in the game. But when you talk about Luka, he plays no defense. When you added Anthony Davis to the team, right? You add a Max Christie to the, you got, oh, it was Max Christie on the team too as well, right? And then you got Cooper Flagg, which he's a pretty good darn defender as well. Yo, you got something special, man. You might not be as explosive offensively if you had Luka, but it's not that far off, because Anthony Davis can get you buckets. Kyrie Irving can get you buckets. Cooper Flagg, in my honest opinion, is going to be the first overall pick in the 2025 NBA draft. He can get you buckets. Look at all these tadpoles, y'all. I always want y'all to see this. It's crazy. All those little black things is tadpoles, y'all. And this water's swimming and all that. But yeah, man, it's crazy out here, man. Like, I'm just thinking, just taking this nature walk, talking about the NBA, enjoying myself. Shout out to Ron's Opinion. Don't matter. Appreciate you vibing with me. What's going on with everybody that's in the building? Talk to me. What's on your mind, man? NBA world, what's on your mind? As a Sixer fan, I could talk about any team. You know what I mean? Whatever's on your mind. Like, what y'all think the NBA draft's going to look like? Do you think Dylan Harper is getting drafted number 2 to the Spurs? We could talk about the Sixers, what the Sixers going to do with the 3rd overall pick. Cooper, what's his name? Ace Bailey canceled a workout with the Sixers, which is crazy to me, but he didn't work out with any team, but he scheduled a workout with the Sixers, and then he canceled on the Sixers. So I'm not really sure if the Sixers should draft him, don't draft him, trade back, draft VJ Edgecombe. Is VJ Edgecombe the guy that people will want with the 3rd overall pick? I'm a Trey Johnson guy from Texas. I'm a Trey Johnson guy, yo. I like VJ Edgecombe as well, but I'm a Trey Johnson. Why doesn't anybody talk about Trey Johnson? Am I like the only person that talks about Trey Johnson? I don't never hear nobody talk about Trey Johnson. First and foremost, I'm gonna just give you my honest opinion. The man's a 6'6" guard / shooting guard, right? I think he has underrated handle. He can beat you off the dribble, in my honest opinion. People say he needs to work on his driving past defenders and all that, creating for himself. I don't believe that. I think he can create for himself easily, in my opinion. And also, he has the best jump shot in the that's coming out of, I think he has a better jump shot that's coming out of this class, out of this draft class. I think it's a natural release. It's quick. He has the best shot. I think he's shooting about 40% from three. I think he's the best. It might be Khan, though. He might have the best three-point percentage, but I like Trey Johnson a lot. Not saying I'm drafting him third overall, but I like Trey Johnson, and I do like VJ Edgecombe as well, too. Game 7. What's going on, everybody? Yeah, Pacers pushed it to a Game 7. We're going to see what happens, y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button if y'all haven't already. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I'm a Sixer fan covering the NBA playoffs, and we talking that talk over here. All right, VJ Edgecombe, he's not as good. You don't think Trey Johnson's that good? Man, I don't believe that, bro. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. I might be wrong. You might be wrong. We're going to see what happens. Nobody really knows, bro. Dallas is too big for the league. AD, Lively, Cooper, Clay. I forgot about Clay. Kyrie is the best. Listen, listen, Lively, Cooper, Anthony Davis. Yo, the real thing is, this is why I be trying to say to people, man, like the Mavericks is going to do damage in the West. The only kryptonite, the only weakness is health. If the Mavericks are healthy all year and they get to the playoffs healthy, and they're healthy in the playoffs, I'm trying to tell y'all right now, and I said this last year, I said this last season, well, this season is about to pass, but they got hurt. Kyrie Irving got hurt. The reason why they couldn't make it to the playoffs and they couldn't do really anything because Kyrie got hurt, Anthony Davis got hurt. Now that you're adding a first overall pick in the 2025 NBA draft to the roster, hey, listen, bro, the Mavericks are looking very, very good. And everybody's talking about the Lakers won the trade. I think both teams won the trade. But I will debate with anybody and say that people act like Anthony Davis is a scrub. And I think part of the trade, listen, even though it's not really part of the trade, but it's part of the trade in my eyes somewhat because the Mavericks got the first overall pick, bro, because they lost and they got hurt. I know it has nothing to do with the Luka trade, but I'm just saying, like, it all lined up. All the dots lined up, bro, for success for the Mavericks, for the future, the present and the future. Because I think Cooper is a two-way player. I'm a big fan of two-way players. Like, I put the two-way players over the one-way player because I feel like you should play both sides of the ball. And maybe I'm an old-school mentality because I'm a Tim Duncan supporter. I love Tim Duncan. He played both sides of the ball. I'm a Kobe Bryant supporter. He played both sides of the ball. And even my guy, Allen Iverson, you can say what you want. He tried for his size to play both sides of the ball. Michael Jordan played both sides of the ball. I like two-way players. Nothing against players like a James Harden, nothing against players like Luka. Like, even KD tries to play both sides. I love Jason Tatum. I like Jaylen Brown. I'm a two-way. Listen, I like two-way players, bro. That's why I was big on Scottie Pippen. I like Scottie Pippen as well. Chris Webber. Do y'all remember Chris Webber when he was with the Kings? Does anybody remember Chris Webber when he was with the Kings? Chris Webber, it was a monster on both sides of the ball when he was with the Kings. Dunking on everybody, just destroying everybody. The problem is his knees got bad, had some injuries, and then he got traded to the Sixers, and he wasn't the same Chris Webber, bro. But shout out to everybody in the building. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It's definitely going down over here on My Sports Vibes Ballin', where I cover the Sixers, the Phillies, NBA playoffs, NBA big-time breaking news like that Luka trade, and also, I will also cover some boxing. So if you're interested, do not forget to double tap and hit that subscribe button. Shout out to my guy A is in the building. All right, bro, I see you, bro. Peace out, bro. My bull Poe. Dallas is to the red that. Sixers are going to draft VJ Edgecombe with the third overall pick, a Josh Hart prototype. Hey, listen, I just hope whoever we draft with the third overall pick turns out to be an all-star. That's all I want, or a fringe all-star. That's all I want, bro. Being a Sixer fan, that's all I want. I want a fringe all-star, bro. I want someone that can possibly make the all-star, a superstar, a friend. Listen, I want it all, bro. I'm being greedy. Why not the Sixers drafting the next big thing in the NBA? Yes, we hyping up Ace Bailey. Yes, we hyping up Cooper. Yes, we hyping up Dylan Harper. What about VJ Edgecombe? What about Trey Johnson? What about Queen or whoever Khan or who's another player that people talking about? There's a lot of players, man, that could possibly be a star at the next level. Who really knows, bro? Who really knows? You feel me? That's why it's just like the luck of the draw. You watch all the film. You get your honest perspective. I look at it like this. All these players need to be developed. All these players are going to grow a couple of inches possibly. All these players are going to, depending on their mindset, are going to get better, hopefully. So you really, listen, all this talk about, oh, we draft another guard. He's 6'5", bro. We don't have a 6'5" guard. Our tallest guard is probably Tyrese Maxey. He's 6'3" or 6'2", first and foremost. And then you got to look at it like this. These dudes is 19 years old, 18 years old. They might still be growing. These dudes might still grow 2 inches, bro. These dudes might still grow, like with their height, they probably grow another 3 inches. They probably be 6'5" getting drafted and then mess around and be 6'8" in a couple of years, bro. I think men grow until they like, correct me if I'm wrong, y'all. I think men grow, they could grow up to like 24, 25. Like men grow past 18. People make it seem like, oh, well, you stop growing when you're 18. That's not true, bro. You grow more muscle mass. You get taller sometimes. Like, there's a lot of things that happen with your body after 18, bro. Even after 21. Just because you're legal at 21 does not mean that your body stops growing until that grown man body. So that's why I'm saying, yo, VJ Edgecombe could mess around and be a 6'7" guard or shooting guard, bro. Mess around, put him at the wing. How tall was Michael Jordan? Not trying to compare none of these dudes to Michael Jordan, but how tall was Michael Jordan, bro? Wasn't he 6'6"? How tall was Kobe, the Mamba, or RP to Kobe? How tall was Kobe? Kobe was about 6'7", 6'8". I don't know. Like, listen, it's only a couple inches shorter, but these dudes is already 6'5". All the guards we talking about, so why not? Kyrie will be healthy for the playoffs because he's not playing until. Oh, okay. I remember when Weber lost to. Yeah, Weber was a beast though. I love Weber, man. None of those guys are good. The future of the NBA is already in. You think so? I don't agree with that, Nathan. I think there's a couple of dudes in this draft that could be superstars, bro. Like, let me tell you. Listen, man. Don't nobody really know, but I don't feel like there's this 2025 NBA draft don't got nobody that could be really good. I disagree with that notion. Cooper Flag is still growing. Yeah, he's 6'9", he's 18. That's why when people be like, oh, he's only 6'8", he's only 6'5". Bro, these dudes is still young. These dudes are still growing into their man body. People make it seem like, oh yeah, he's only 6'5". That's it. Nah, bro, he might be 6'6" in a year. He might be 6'7" in a couple of years. I remember when the Sixers drafted Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid, I think he was 7 feet when we drafted him. Now he's like 7'1" or 7'2" or something. So like, you just never know, bro. Cooper has a face of league potential. Cooper Flag got the all-around package, the all-around game, and I just hope I'm happy he's getting drafted by the Mavericks. It would have been nice if he was drafted by the Sixers, but I'm happy he's going to the Mavericks because he's being taught by 2 great players. You're being taught by Kyrie Irving. You're being taught by Anthony Davis. So he's going to get a big, he's going to the perfect situation. He's going to the perfect situation. So I'm happy for Cooper Flag going to the Mavericks. Yes, I would love for him to be on the Sixers. You know, as a Sixer fan, yes, I would love for Cooper Flag to be drafted by the Sixers, but I can't control that. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, Cooper Flag is going to the perfect team. He's going to a team that's going to be very good next season if they're healthy. He's going to a team that they got two all-time greats on the same team, and they're both going to be in the Hall of Fame, and they both won a championship. Kyrie Irving won a championship. Anthony Davis won a championship. So he's going to a team that's already got two stars on their team and already got to the highest part in the NBA. Like, what's the highest ceiling in the NBA? To win a championship. You know what I mean? And they're the star. And debatably, let's talk about Kyrie Irving. He was making those winning shots when he had Kevin Love and LeBron James. Not saying Kyrie Irving is better than LeBron, but if you remember, the game-winning shots was by Kyrie Irving, bro. Now let's talk about Anthony Davis. Yeah, Anthony Davis with the Lakers, with LeBron James. Yes, LeBron is the face. LeBron's the dude. But at the end of the day, Davis was dominant in the play. What's that? The bubble? The bubble. He was dominant. So I'm just saying, I still want Ace because players don't choose where they go. Yeah, the only issue, and I agree with you, bro. My only thing is this: if a player don't want to play for you, I'm not taking a chance. I'm not taking a chance of having wasting a top pick on a player that doesn't want to play for you. I'm not saying Ace Bailey don't want to play for the Sixers, because it might just be his agent. Who really knows? I really don't know. Everything is speculation. Nobody really knows what the heck is going on, right? They just going by a whole bunch of people. They just giving their honest opinion and so-called sources. Maybe he wouldn't mind playing for the Sixers. I don't know. And I like Ace Bailey a lot. I like Ace Bailey more than Ashcombe. I like him more than Trey. Those are my two guys. I got him tied with Dylan Harper. And I'm not even thinking about Cooper because we're not getting Cooper because he's going to the Mavericks. But I look at it like this. I don't compare him to Ben Simmons. A lot of people are starting to compare him to Ben Simmons. But I don't know. Maybe he is really, really immature. I think he's 18. Maybe he's a little bit more immature than... I don't know. I mean, I wish I could sit down and interview him. I wish I could talk to Ace Bailey and just really get the feel of what type of person he is, man. You know what I mean? Because I honestly don't know what's going on with Ace Bailey. I like Ace Bailey a lot. People are trying to come at him because, oh, well, since he doesn't want to be on the Sixers, he's not really that good. Before he was good, now he's not good. Like, stop it. I still think Ace Bailey is going to be a very good player at the next level. By the way, make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I cover the Philadelphia 76ers. I cover the Philadelphia Phillies. I cover the NBA playoffs. I cover NBA big-time breaking news like the Luka trade. And I will cover some boxing as well on this channel. So if you haven't already, make sure you double tap and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. But yeah, don't forget Clay 4 chips. And Clay, my bad, bro. That's another dude. Barkley gained weight on purpose and the Sixers still chose him. Yeah. But this is the problem. And I agree. But at the same time, it's a little bit different nowadays because of social media. Back then, social media wasn't like it is now. So I just don't know, man. I really like Ace Bailey. I would love to have Ace Bailey. But at the end of the day, are you willing to take the chance on a player that don't want to play for you? Now, if it comes out that he would love to be on the Sixers, I'm drafting Ace Bailey all day. Forget all the other stuff. I'm drafting Ace Bailey. But if he says he does not want to play, I'm sorry, man. I want dudes that want to play in Philly, bro. I want a dude that's going to be really thankful about getting into the NBA, that's hungry, that wants to win a championship. I don't want another Ben Simmons if it is a situation that he turns out to be like that. I don't want that. I don't want that. I want a dude that wants to spend their whole career in Philly, becomes a franchise player, becomes an all-time great player, and says, I want to be with Philly for my whole career because Philly gave me the chance. I want the next Kobe Bryant, bro. R.I.P. to Kobe. I want a guy that's going to stay with one team his whole career. I want the next Tim Duncan. I want a player that becomes a franchise player that wants to stay with the Sixers their whole career. I don't want to go team that I don't want a player that gets drafted by we draft him, and then after his rookie contract, he's like, man, I'm going to the Lakers, man. I'm not trying to be in Philly no more. I want someone that's going to want to be in Philly, not someone that doesn't want to be in Philly. That's how I look at it, bro. But how do we know that? Completely true, though, bro. We think it's only the agent. What if it's the player saying it to the agent as well? So we really don't really know. We just going by what people are saying. Yes, the agent has a big part, probably the biggest part. But what if it's the player that's saying it as well, saying, I don't want to play for the Sixers. I don't want to play for the Sixers because I'm not going to get the role that I really want. And first and foremost, I said this before. In order to be a star, you have to earn it. You're not just giving it. If you're that dude, Ace Bailey, come to the Sixers, see what you got, and you'll earn a starting job in the starting five, and you'll earn more shots. But if you get drafted by the Sixers, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to be able to take 20 shots a game, bro. It's not happening. When you got Tyrese Maxey, Jared McCain, Joel Embiid, and Paul George, hey, listen, it's not happening. But if he turns out and he earns his keep and he earns his spot and he's better than them dudes, he's going to get that respect and he's going to be asked to do more. But it's like, I don't understand why people got these, the mindset of, I got to be given the success. Like, kind of like this YouTube channel, right? I'm working my way up slowly, right? To get to where I want to be. My goal is to one day get past 1,000 subscribers on this channel. I'm not going to just, you can't just be given that. You have to earn it by putting in the work. You gotta be yourself. You gotta earn it. You gotta prove to people that you're worthy enough to subscribe to the channel. I can't just make people, subscribe to the channel, y'all. If y'all don't want to, y'all not going to. If y'all don't want to hit the like button, y'all not going to. If I'm not saying what y'all want to hear, you know what I mean? You're not going to agree with everything I say, but if you don't respect or care about what I'm hearing, what I'm talking about, ain't nobody going to support this channel. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. You have to earn your keep, bro. And that's the same thing with everything in life. Ace Bailey has to earn his keep. Can't just walk in the NBA and say, yeah, I'm a superstar. Bro, who are you to even say that? Who are you to pretty much say, oh, whatever team I go on, I need to have 20 plus shots a game and I need to be a star. Bro, if you go on a sucky team, bro, say he goes to the Wizards, right? Hey, listen, bro, you might get 20 shots, but guess what? Your team is still going to be trash. Your team ain't going to be good. Look at LaMelo Ball. Look what LaMelo Ball's going through. LaMelo Ball's team is trash, bro. It's him and Brandon Miller, I believe. And that's it, bro. Everybody else is not that good, bro. They're not doing anything. So you're putting up all these numbers, 30 points, this, doing all this. But, bro, they don't have a chance to get far in the playoffs. That's why it's called, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Get drafted to the right team. And then if you do get drafted to the right team, earn your keep. Earn the respect from the players. Forget the for this instance, forget what the fans think. Earn your keep with the players that you play with every single day. Because those are the dudes you have to earn the respect from before the fan base. You got to earn it, bro. Put in the work. And that's why I'm kind of nervous about Ace Bailey. Is Ace Bailey going to put in the work? Or is he trying to get everything handed to him? You can't get everything handed to you. That's not how life works. Oh, I want $1 million. Oh, someone's going to hand it to me? No, you got to put in the work. You got to put in the work. Ace Bailey is super overrated. My God, you still on this? Yeah, man. I like Ace Bailey, though, man. I like Ace Bailey. I don't think he's as overrated as people think. I think the narrative around him is not, I'm not going to say it's not fair, but I'm going to say that I think he could be a very good player. He has the potential to be a very good player. Just like people said that Ben Simmons was going to be a very, very good player like LeBron James and Magic Johnson. I think if his head's in the game, Ace Bailey could be a very good player. Lamar Jackson. What's going on, Wes? What's going on, bro? Nick Nurse is not Ace Bailey guy. Maxie McCain are. Yeah, they could be his guy, but he has no choice. Say they draft Ace Bailey, and he turns out to be the second coming of a Tracy McGrady. What you going to do? You going to say, oh, the ball can't go to Ace Bailey when the game is on the line? Can't do that. Bro, this was all planned to play in OKC and win. I don't know, man. I honestly think the Pacers could still win the NBA Finals, bro. I understand that it's going to be in OKC. Listen, I feel like it's a 50-50 coin flip. I feel like defense travels. And, yeah. We'll see what happens, though. Do you think the Thunder can win Game 7? I think either one of the teams can win Game 7. Who's going to want it more? Who's going to make the hustle plays? You know what I mean? Who wants it more? Who's going to win the hustle plays? That's my biggest thing. Who really wants it? It could go either way. The NBA Finals Game 7 for me is a 50-50 coin flip because both these teams are so evenly matched. They both have great defenses. They both got stars that can hit game winners in Tyrese Halliburton and SGA. They both have a secondary a player that can get you buckets like Siakam from the Pacers and Jalen Williams from the Thunder. They both have deep benches. When you talk about the Pacers bench, you got Obi Toppin, what's his name, Mathurin, TJ McConnell. And then when you talk about the Thunder, my guy Alex Caruso, bro. Alex Caruso for me is that dude. So honestly, it could go either way. I can't really go either side one way or the other. I mean, if you want to give the edge to the Thunder because they're at home, you could do that. But at the same time, it's like, literally, bro, this is not one of those series where it's one-sided. Like I said this a couple of days ago, I'm a Sixer fan, right? So the last time we been to the finals was 2001 versus Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal. Listen, bro, as much as I'm a diehard Sixer fan, I'm like, oh, we could beat everybody. Bro, you going against Shaq in his prime. You're going against Kobe Bryant, bro. Derek Fisher, Fox, great coaching, and Phil Jackson, one of the best coaches of all time, debatably the best coach of all time. So it's like, yeah, we got Allen Iverson. We got Dikembe Mutombo, RIP. We got Larry Hughes. We got Eric Snow. We got Aaron McKee and all them. But, bro, in my back of my head, I'm just like, yo, if we don't play a perfect game, we have no chance of winning this series, bro. We won Game 1, and after Game 1, we got dismantled. We got demolished because of how one-sided the series was. This is a hope for series because with the Thunder and the Pacers, because the Thunder and the Pacers literally could go either way, bro. They are so evenly matched, bro. Like, one player can have a bad game, but their bench players score 20. Like, Tyrese Halliburton can have a bad game and only score, say he only scored like 7 points the whole game. But then you got off the bench TJ McConnell or Obi Toppin giving you 20 points, bro. That makes up for the deficiencies of Tyrese Halliburton or Siakam. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that's in the building. It doesn't matter what Bailey want. We are not giving the Wizards and Nets a good player. That is true. It doesn't matter what he wants. And I hope, and honestly, I still kind of, like, my opinion keeps changing. But honestly, I still want Ace Bailey beyond VJ, beyond Trey. But I still keep the same mindset of like this. I'm just thankful for whoever we draft in the 2025 NBA draft, bro. I'm just thankful for whatever we do. Because at the end of the day, man, it's just like, we shouldn't even have this pick. OKC home crowd is legit. Yeah, they legit. But the one thing about player, depending on who you're going against, and I think the Pacers got some dogs, man. Like, it could backfire. That home field advantage might not be a home field advantage. You never know. What's up, Dr. J? What's good, bro? VJ Edgecombe, VJ Edgecombe, only 19, and has already played with Buddy Hield and other grown NBA players in the Bahamas. He is war tested. I like VJ Edgecombe too, though. Like, don't get it twisted. These are my players I like. I like Dylan Harper, Ace Bailey, VJ Edgecombe, and Trey Johnson. Those are the 4 players I really like. So I wouldn't mind getting either of those players, bro. I'm one of the select few that like Trey over VJ. But I like VJ as well because I love his athleticism. I like his enthusiasm when he drives to the rim and he dunks on people, and just the way he plays defense. He puts in a lot of hustle. He hustles, man. He hustles. He tries to play defense. He's a good defender already. So all he has to do, like, I don't know exactly what his 3-point percentage is, and he could hit the 3 though. I see some highlights where VJ Edgecombe is hitting 3s as well. So, like, I'm not saying VJ Edgecombe ain't going. He might mess around and be the best player in this draft. Who knows? But for me, I got Ace as my #1 prospect that I would love the Sixers to draft. I wouldn't mind drafting VJ. I wouldn't mind drafting Dylan. I wouldn't mind drafting Trey. But if I draft Trey, I'm trading down. That's just my honest opinion. Oh, yeah. He said Allen Iverson step over Tyronn Lue. Oh, my gosh, bro. Oh, my gosh. That was, like, amazing. That was amazing highlight right there. By the way, everybody in the building, can I get 10 likes? Make sure you double tap the screen, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I'll cover the Sixers, I'll cover the Phillies, I'll cover the NBA playoffs, and I will also be covering big-time breaking news in the NBA. So if you are vibing with me, you don't have to subscribe, but if you are vibing with me and you like good vibes, and I'm also covering boxing as well. So if you're into boxing, I will be covering boxing as well. So make sure y'all hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. I will be going live, and when I usually go live, like right now, I do this. I walk this trail. I'm gonna show y'all. I walk this trail, y'all, right? I walk this trail like every day, get my walk in, right? And then I talk about my favorite team, talk about the NBA playoffs, talk about what's on y'all mind. And then when the games come on, I'm gonna put the scoreboard up. When boxing comes up, we're gonna see what happens, how I do the boxing thing. But yeah, it's gonna be lit, man. I can't wait. And I also have another YouTube channel called Mike Sports Vibes, M-I-K-E, Mike Sports, S-P-O-R-T-S, and Vibes, spelt with a Z, V-I-B-E-Z. I cover the Minnesota Vikings. I am a Minnesota Viking fan from Pennsylvania. And if you're wondering why, it's because of Randy Moss. But it's Philly everything besides football. And on that channel, I cover the Vikings and I cover the Timberwolves. And I'm not a Timberwolves fan, but I do love what the Timberwolves are doing. And my whole reason of covering the Timberwolves on that channel is to bring more Viking fans onto that channel. And plus, I love basketball. Basketball, honestly, a close second is football. But basketball, honestly, is my favorite sport. I love basketball. I just love it, man. I really do love basketball, man. Like, a lot of good teams, a lot of good players in the NBA. Even when LeBron James finally retires, there's going to be it's a lot of good players still in the NBA, man. A lot of up-and-coming young players. Like, another player that I really respect is Cade Cunningham. I think Cade Cunningham is going to be a superstar, bro. I just think the Pistons need to get another player, another star, bro. Go get KD. Go get Giannis. Imagine if Detroit got Giannis, bro. Imagine, though. Man, shoot, I don't even want to think about it. Ace Bailey, that attitude of skipping a workout. Yeah, I feel you, bro. Coaches look at that. Yes, listen, I feel the same way you feel, bro. I don't like that, bro. How do you schedule a workout and then you cancel a workout? I understand he didn't work out with any team, but you scheduled a workout with the Sixers and then you canceled last minute, bro. The draft is only in a few days, bro. Less than a week. Oh, shout out to my guy, bro. Shout out to everybody in the building. What's his name? Games, what's up, bro? Cooper is in his own tear on draft night. Yeah, he gonna be #1. He gonna be number one, but I always say this, man. Just because you're the number one pick doesn't mean you're gonna be the best in the draft. You got the highest ceiling, possibly. The scouts, a lot of people like you the most, but it just depends on the. And I think he's going to a very good team, so he does have a good chance of being the best in this draft. But as a Sixer fan, I want to say this as a Sixer fan. We drafted Ben Simmons first overall. He did not turn out to be He did not turn out to be LeBron James like everybody else thought he was going to be, right? We drafted Markelle Fultz first overall. He did not turn out to be the next big thing as a point guard like we all thought he was going to be. Those are 2 first overall picks in 2 drafts that did not plan out for the Sixers. So I always say this. Just because you're not drafted in the top 10, maybe you drafted number 20. Maybe you're drafted number 25. Shoot, maybe you're drafted in the second round. Yes, there's a higher chance if you're getting drafted in the top 10 to be successful because most likely you're more ahead of the other players. But that's why when you get to the NBA, you get developed and the mindset changes. It should change if you really want to be great because you can mess around and be a late first round pick and be an all-time great player. There's players throughout the history that were drafted in the second round, that was undrafted, that end up being a very, very good player. So we can't even sleep on the second round picks. But yes, there is a higher ceiling and a higher chance if you're drafted in the top 10. If you're drafted in the top 10, you have the highest potential of being a very, very good player at the next level. But I try to tell people there's levels to the game. Remember what Mill said? Meek Mill said, there's levels to the game, young bull, and that's what it is. When you go from college to the NBA, there's levels to the game. You can't just assume, oh, well, I was good in college, I'm going to be better in NBA. Nah, it's not true because the competition is much better. The competition is way better. These are the best of the best players in the NBA. So it's all about developing in the mindset of these players, these young prospects. People forget Jokic was a second-round pick. People forget Ben Wallace was an undrafted free agent. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. I believe Manu Ginobili was a second-round pick. If y'all know who Manu Ginobili is. Like, come on, man. The list goes on, bro. The list goes on. I think Cooper Flag is going to be a bust. What? The last great white American NBA player is Larry Bird. Those are big shoes. That don't mean he's gonna be a bust though. I don't think just because the last great white player was like the last great, and I don't agree with that either because hold on. I don't know. Are you talking about white? You said white American? Okay, white American. You were specific. Okay. Because Jokic, I'm not sure what country he's from, but he's the best player. He's the best player in the game right now. Then when you talk about Luka, he's up there as well. But I know you're talking about white American, but there hasn't been like a great white American player in a long time. But Cooper Flag could break that trend. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That could definitely happen. He has the talent. He has the drive. If you can play ball, it doesn't matter what your ethnicity is. To be honest with you, it don't matter. If you can play, you can play. You could be Asian, you could be Chinese, Japanese, whatever. If you got the game, you can play, it don't even matter, bro. But I get where you're coming from, though. I get where you're coming from, but at the same time, if you can play, you can play. That's what Larry Bird showed everybody. If you can play, you can play. Larry Bird's one of the greatest of all time because he could play. He was he's amazing. He was an amazing player. And he was probably the best trash talker in NBA history, debatably. They said he was a very big trash talker. They said Michael Jordan was too. They said Michael Jordan was making up stuff. They said, yo, like he would like come up with something. Oh, you was talking about so-and-so. You was talking about a family member. And he would use that to motivate him. And Michael Jordan would be like, and then people would be like, I don't even know what he's talking about. I don't even know what Michael Jordan is talking about. Why is he saying I said that about him? I don't know what he's talking about. Why is he destroying me? Why is he dunking on me? Why is he talking so much trash to me like I did something to this man? Why does this man have his tongue out, crossing me up? The reason why he's called Air Jordan, because when he jumps in the air, it's like he never falls down. Doing reverse layups off the backboard with his tongue out and talking crazy, talking trash. Crazy. NFL and college football is around the corner. I was a fan of Stephon Diggs. That's why I love her. And Beast Mode, I'm not sure if you subscribe to Mike Sports Vibes, but I'm a Viking fan as well, bro. Check out that channel if you haven't already. I will be live for every Minnesota Viking game. Mike Sports Vibes. This channel that you're on right now is Mike Sports Vibes Ballin'. Daniil Hunter and Everson. Yes, Everson, Adam Thielen, Eric Kendricks, Anthony Barr. Yes. I love Barr. I absolutely love Barr. When Eric Kendricks is one of my favorite linebackers. My favorite linebacker of all time is Chad Greenway. I'm not sure how far back you go, Beast Mode 56, but Chad Greenway is my favorite linebacker, middle linebacker of all time. Cooper is different. You ain't lying. No, I expect greatness from the Pacers. They making history. Yeah, man, the Pacers could win. The Thunder could win as well. We're going to see. We're going to definitely see. But I don't want people to feel like this. This is how I look at it. If one of the teams lose, they both got to the NBA Finals, right? There's only going to be one winner. If one of the teams lose, please, could fans, and you can do what y'all want, do not say that your team is trash. Y'all got to the NBA Finals. I'm a Sixer fan. We ain't been there in 40 years. Y'all in the NBA Finals. So I hope if your Pacers lose or the Thunder lose, oh man, we got to trade everybody. Get rid of everybody. Trade Tyrese, trade SGA. SGA is overrated. Tyrese Halliburton is so overrated. Siakam, trade him. Trade Miles Turner. Oh, by the way, trade Jalen Williams. He's not good enough. Like, bro, y'all in the NBA Finals. I'm a Sixer fan trying to get to that level, bro. Ace Bailey is that friend that begs you to, but doesn't show up. I stopped doing that, man. I had a friend or two want to get a job and they didn't show up, bro. Was talking all this talk. Didn't even show up for the interview, bro. Didn't even show up for the interview. I said, nope, never again. Y'all not going to make me look bad if I'm trying to get you a job and you don't even show up for the... Listen, bro, I'm not doing it no more, bro. Not doing it. You know, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase wasn't highly recruits. Now they Hall of Fame receivers. Facts. And people try to say Justin Jefferson couldn't get open. I had a Philadelphia Eagle fan tell me that that Justin Jefferson, and this is when they drafted the one bull before us, oh, he can't get open. He's no good. He's this, he's that. I'm like, bro, how do you know this, or how do you know? How do you really know, bro? Like, how do you really know? The report out, the report out of Dallas of Cooper's first practice was one word, unreal. Wow, that's awesome. I like that. I think Cooper going to be a dog. For real. Ray Lewis wasn't highly recruited. Facts. The fact that Cooper is playing alongside three, yes, that's why I think he's going to be good. You should consider doing college football. You know what? I'm Penn State. I might do it. I might do a little bit of Penn State on this channel as well. Should the 76ers trade Embiid? Should the 76ers trade Joel Embiid? I feel like they should have probably been traded Joel Embiid, if that answers your question. The problem is they gave him the contract extension. So he's on a bad contract because his contract's only bad because he doesn't play. If he was to play most of his games, it would be an amazing contract. But since he's always hurt, you know, you can't, like, I don't know what, like, I love Joel Embiid as a player, but the man's always hurt, bro. I don't know. What are we supposed to do with Joel Embiid with the contract? Nobody's going to want that contract. But this is the last year, in my honest opinion. If they don't win a championship this year, I think they're going to try to trade Joel Embiid. They're going to really try to. I don't think they're trying to right now. I think after this season, they're going to give it one more year. And if he doesn't do anything when it counts, or if he gets hurt again, bro, they're going to try to trade Joel Embiid. Justin Jefferson is amazing as A.J. Brown in And hey, listen, bro. He better than AJ Brown, bro. Listen, bro. I know you ain't saying he's amazing. Hold on. You said Justin Jefferson is as amazing as AJ Brown, and you see, I know that's why you're an Eagles fan. As AJ Brown, you mean AJ Brown is trying to get on the level of a Justin Jefferson, but I understand AJ Brown's a dog. I like AJ Brown though. He's he's a very underrated wide receiver. I think if he was in a more pass-friendly offense, his numbers would be so much better than what they are, and his numbers already pretty darn good. I like AJ Brown a lot though. I like your other wide receiver, Devontae Smith. I like him as well. So, Sam Darnold, let's be real. He left JJ healthy with weapons and defense. Yeah, I think Sam Darnold made a mistake, but at the end of the day, it don't even matter, bro. We drafted JJ McCarthy in the 2024 NFL draft to make sure he plays. So we had to move on. 76ers are in permanent. Yeah, right now we are. But I'm telling you right now, if the Sixers were healthy last season, we would have made the playoffs. And we would have beat, we could have beat any, listen, if the Sixers were healthy last season, this season that's about to be completely over soon, we could have beat the Pistons. We could have possibly beat, I don't know. I'm going to say, listen, I think did Magic make the playoffs? I don't know, but I know for a fact we would have made the playoffs and we would have did damage in the playoffs. Just my honest opinion. Should the 76ers get Ace Bailey for a third pick in the draft? I like Ace Bailey, bro. I'm a big Ace Bailey guy, but if he doesn't want to play for the Sixers, I'm not drafting him. That's just my opinion. I know players really have a choice in the matter, but I'm not going to waste a top pick like that, a third overall pick in this draft when you got players like VJ Edgecombe, Trey Johnson, you got other good players that would want to play in Philly. I'm not wasting that pick if he doesn't want to play for the Sixers. Now, if it comes out that Ace Bailey is actually trying to, like, he wouldn't mind playing for the Sixers, I'm drafting Ace Bailey. I would love to get Dylan Harper, but I don't think the Mavericks, or not the Mavericks, I don't think the Spurs are drafting, I don't know what the Spurs are going to do. I think they're drafting Dylan, but what if they draft Ace Bailey? And what if Dylan falls to us at 3? I'm drafting Dylan Harper all day. Like, I'm not going to take a chance and pass it up on Dylan Harper. But I like VJ Edgecombe as well, too, though. Already got 500 on Cooper Flag being... Oh, my gosh, bro. For real? Is TJ McConnell better than Paul George right now? Heck yeah. By the way, everybody, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I'm your host, Mike Sports Vibes Ballin'. Thank you for vibing with me, where I take these nature walks and I talk about sports. I cover the Sixers, the Phillies, the NBA playoffs, NBA big time breaking news, and I also will be doing a little bit of boxing as well. So make sure you double tap and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. As much as don't like to say this, if the 76ers were healthy, they would have made it a lot far. Yes, maybe even East. Listen. Gohan Garnett. That is the Hey, listen. My bull Gohan Garnett is speaking the truth, bro. Hey, listen. And you a friend. I don't know why he's so on Cooper Flag, but getting back to Gohan. My bull Gohan my guy. Thank you for that comment, bro. I appreciate that comment because people think I'm crazy when I say, oh, the Sixers want to make the playoffs. Bro, their whole team was hurt, bro. Joel Embiid didn't even play the first game of the season. The whole squad was hurt. I'm just being real. My homie's being real. He don't seem like he's a Sixer fan, but even though he's not a Sixer fan, he still understands how good the Sixers could have been. The potential of the Sixers, if they were healthy, they could have been very, 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 very good. Your friend is a Lakers fan, I guarantee. Yeah, I don't know. You're a friend. I don't know what team he rocking with. You a friend. What team you rocking with, bro? What team you rocking with? You a friend? You funny, man. You a funny dude, man. Yo, I got 2 funny people that be on this channel. My one bull, Sweeney, he be talking about Ben Simmons is like the GOAT in NBA history. And my bull, you a friend. He funny, bro. He said, what he be saying? Cooper Flag gonna be a bust. He keeps saying that. I don't know why. But we're hey kids, everybody would be Christmas. Ain't trying to hear that. Hey, listen, Ingram. Listen. The facts are the facts, bro. And you're gonna see it next season, bro. I know you a Lakers fan and all that. Y'all not doing nothing in the West for a long time until your guy Luka can play some dang on defense. And I'm gonna tell you right now, the Sixers are gonna be better than the Lakers next season. I guarantee you the Sixers will have a better record than the Lakers will next season. I guarantee you that the Sixers will get further in the playoffs next season than the Lakers will get far in the Western. Like the Sixers are going to get further in the Eastern Conference playoff run than the Lakers in the Western Conference playoff run. I guarantee you that, bro. I guarantee you that, bro. Is Kelly Oubre better than Michael Porter Jr.? Nah. Not even close. I have been a 76er fan since, oh my gosh. Shout out to my guy, Daryl Drayton. By the way, everybody in the building, make sure y'all double tap, hit that like button. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. He said, I am a Sixer fan. Hey, you a friend, bro. Hey, listen, let's keep it real. You a friend. Let's keep it real, bro. If the Sixers had the first overall pick in the 2025 NBA draft, so you're not drafted Cooper? Who you drafted? Cooper Flag. Who you drafted? Cooper Flag, Ace Bailey, Dillon Harper. I need you to answer that comment, bro. Do not leave the chat. If the Sixers had the first overall pick, because you keep on talking about Cooper as a bust, I want you to let me know in the comments, let the whole world know who you drafted with the first overall pick, if the Sixers had the first overall pick. Let me know, bro. Ben Simmons is clearly not the GOAT. Hear me out. Yes, you're right. My bull he be trolling me, bro. He says Ben Simmons the GOAT. He said the Sixers would have made it to the NBA Finals if Ben Simmons was playing. They would have won. Man, I'd be like, man, I love it. I like it, though. It's funny. Shout out to my guy, play-by-play with JJ. Play-by-play with JJ. Salute to my guy, man, putting in that work. Putting in that work. Check out his channel. One of the best content creators, and I'm not making this up, one of the best content creators that I watch. There's a lot of content creators, but there's only a select few that I actually watch. Check out his channel. That man be talking that talk about the Phillies, about the Sixers, about the Eagles. He keeps it real. You know what I mean? Check him out. Play-by-play with JJ. That's my guy right there. We're gotta get the NL East lead back. Yes, we will. We winning a lot of games. And everybody trying to say, oh, we shouldn't play Bryce Harper. Man, Bryce Harper is getting paid too much money to not have him in the starting lineup. And he can't be the DH because Kyle Schwarber's the DH. 76ers get flagged. Exactly. If we had a chance to get flagged, I'm not passing up on flag with the first overall pick. I'm taking Ace Bailey because isn't he from Florida? Hey, listen, bro. With the first overall pick, I'm picking Cooper. What's going on, y'all? Are y'all being for real? Are y'all troll? I mean, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Ace Bailey could mess around and be the best player in this draft. I'm not sitting here saying that he can't be the best player. But I'm going with Cooper Flag number one, bro. Just me. We got Ace Bailey going number one. Screw those Mets. Yeah, those Mets ain't about nothing, bro. The Mets ain't about nothing, bro. He trolling. You ain't lying. Oh, we're tied with the Mets, and we faced them this weekend. It's going to be a playoff atmosphere. Let's get it, man. We're going to beat the brace off of the Mets. We winning it. We're going to win our division. We're going to win the World Series. You heard it first. You heard it first. Let's get it. We winning the World Series this year, baby. To be honest, I think both, hold on. Both top three picks are bust bound. What? I think the star of this year's draft will be found in the later round. Well, there's only 2 rounds, bro. So what you talking about, the second round? This ain't the NFL, bro. This is the NBA. This is just 2 rounds. Unless they magically change the draft. The draft. Maybe they changed something I don't know about, but it's only 2 rounds, bro. You mean later in the round and later in the first or maybe a second round pick? I could see that. I'm not sitting there saying you're wrong about that, bro. But you're telling me that you think that the top three picks are going to be bust? Maybe. You might be right. I ain't gonna say her cap. But I don't think Cooper Flagg's gonna be a bust. I think Cooper Flagg got too many good things working with him. Like he going to a good franchise. Cooper Flagg's gonna play with an all-time great in Kyrie Irving. He's gonna play with another all-time great with Klay Thompson and Anthony Davis. He's in the perfect situation to be successful. I would debate anybody and say he's in a more perfect situation than any team for any of these prospects in this draft. The Mavericks got all these Hall of Famers. The Mavericks got a lot of good things going for them. They got a lot of good things going for them, bro. For real. What's going on, Samuel? Gohan, Garnett, what's good? 76ers biggest threat. Yeah, I think so. How can he call Cooper Flag a bust and he ain't even... I know everybody's calling every player a bust. They said Ace Bailey's a bust. Listen, let me just say this. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But let's put full context to whatever our opinion. None of them had played one minute in the NBA. So technically, it's not a accurate statement yet. Could it be an accurate statement later on? Yes. But at the same time, none of these NBA prospects have played. None of them played yet in the NBA. So nobody really knows, but everybody is entitled to their own opinion. I disagree. That's one thing about me. I'm going to disagree with some things, and I'm hoping people disagree with me. I don't want no yes men around me. Oh, everything Mike says, I agree. No, I want you to debate me in the comments. I don't want you to be no yes man. And I honestly feel like Cooper Flagg is not going to be a bust. I think if between the two, Ace Bailey and Cooper, I can see Ace being more of a bust than Cooper any day of the week. I think Cooper is a better overall player right now. Not to say that Ace Bailey can't be a better player than Cooper Flagg, but what I'm hearing right now, the mindset are two different ways. They're the two different mindsets. I think Cooper is going to be a straight up dog. A straight up dog. And I think I think a lot of these players are going to be dogs, but I don't know. I don't agree with my boy, though. Listen, I know you're a Sixer fan, but I don't agree with you, bro. Tyrese Maxey was 21, my guy. That's true, but listen, bro. And I agree with you. I agree with you. But you can still turn around and say this. What number was Michael Jordan drafted? What number was Michael Jordan drafted? I will wait until I see that in the comments. If you could tell me what number Michael Jordan was drafted, then we could continue. Because I'm going to tell you this right now. You could get lucky and draft someone with the 21st pick, Tyrese Maxey, or Jarrett McCain with, I think, the 16th pick, or the list goes on and on and on. But just like you can find a Tyrese Maxey that late in the draft, you can find someone that can't play that late in the draft. Same what goes with the top of the draft. You could have some busts in the top of the draft. That is an accurate statement. But I'm going to tell you this right now. The third spot has some very good history behind it, bro. The third pick in the NBA draft, I can name two off the top of my head that are all-time greats. One is Michael Jordan. I had to just put that out there. Michael Jordan was drafted third overall. So that has a lot of history. And can't nobody tell me anybody's greater than Michael Jordan. Just my opinion, Michael Jordan's the GOAT at basketball. Just my opinion. Just my opinion. So we in a good spot. So just like you can find a gold late in the draft, you can find platinum early in the draft. What's more valuable right now? Is it platinum or is it gold? Or let me just say natural diamonds early on in the draft, and you can find gold later in the draft. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody in the building. Too many haters these days. Yeah, man, you know, people's entitled to their own opinion. But I'm not going to agree with everything. You know what I mean? I agree with some stuff that there could be busts early in the draft, but I'm not saying any of these players are going to be busts until I see them on the court in the NBA. I can't do that. There's a potential of every single prospect in the 2025 NBA draft to be a bust, bro. But I highly doubt that's going to happen. Highly doubt it. The NBA draft was rigged. The whole NBA's you might be on to something. I ain't gonna sit here and lie about that. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. You might be on to something when the Mavericks got the first overall pick. I was like, oh my gosh, bro. Who is the biggest threat this upcoming season? I'm gonna say everybody. If you told my, I think because we ain't make the playoffs. So in the East, I got the Cavs, the Celtics, the Pacers. I think we're gonna beat the. I think the Pistons don't got a chance against us. I know they got Cade Cunningham. I think they made a good run this year, but they gotta get another player next to Cade. Cade ain't beating our team by himself. I don't think Detroit's gonna be a threat. I think maybe the Magic. Maybe I don't even think the Magic's gonna be a threat. The Heat, nah, I don't think they're gonna be a threat. Like unless the Heat get like Kevin Durant or Giannis or somebody like that, bro. Like I said, I think it's the Pacers, Cavs, Celtics, if Jason Tatum is healthy. And it depends on if Jaylen Brown's getting traded or not. But to be honest with you, bro, it's like, I don't know, bro. We're gonna say we gotta take care of getting healthy. That's my number one thing right now is Joel Embiid being healthy, Jared McCain being healthy, Tyrese Maxey being healthy, Paul George being healthy. That is our whole starting five, bro. We worrying about health, bro. That's the worst thing being a Sixer fan. We're worried about health. We're not even worried about the game. We're worried about being healthy. That's what makes it bad being a Sixer fan sometimes, bro. Tyrese Maxey was 21. Cooper Flag. Hey, don't get racial, John. Hey, John, we not gonna put. Hey, listen, bro. We can't. I gotta put you in timeout for that, bro. We're not gonna use no racial slurs. None of that. None of that in the comments, bro. Donovan Mitchell. Yeah, Donovan Mitchell. Nah. I was talking about Michael Jordan, bro. Cooper practiced with the team USA and held his own. He's the face of the league. Potential bust is not an opinion. It's a statement with no substance. Well, I think it's deeper than, like, for me, when I think of Cooper Flag, if you watched him in Duke, he has the all-around game, right? I'm not going to get into detail with that. Then you talk about the team he's going on with all these Hall of Famers. How can he be a bust? They're going to teach him everything, bro. He has a head start over all these prospects, bro. He going to learn from the best. Cooper Flag going to learn from the best players, bro. Listen, people got their own opinion. I don't think he's going to be a bust, though. I don't see that. Larry Bird and Dirk were crazy. Yeah, I had to put him in timeout. That's unacceptable. You can't be doing stuff like that, man. John, the best player in the league is 1984 NBA draft. I think MJ was third. Yes, third. He was third overall, bro. That's why I say there's a lot of history. There's a lot of history in the draft, bro. There's a lot of, not, of course, in the draft. The third overall pick in the NBA draft, there's a lot of history. I think Carmelo Anthony was third as well. And you can say what you want about Joel Embiid, but Joel Embiid was third. He's a very good player when he's healthy. But Carmelo Anthony, Michael Jordan, Joel Embiid. There's a lot of other players I can't think off the top of my head. Magic will be a threat for one round. Yeah, for one round, right. The East is wide open. Yeah, the East is wide open. Embiid can't stay on the floor, always hurt, and don't play his position right. John Stockton, Steve Nash, Jerry West, Larry Bird, the Joker, Dirk, Luka, all Grace Cooper has a position. Yeah, don't worry about that comment, y'all. Don't even worry about that. What do you think about, and you missing a few too, bro. What do you think about the Magic trade? Oh, yeah. Bane, I look at it like this. People say that they gave up too much. This is how I look at it. We going to see on the court. That's the best thing I can say. We going to see on the basketball court. Because everybody's going to say this team gave up too much and Bane ain't really that. Like, listen, bro. We going to see on the basketball court. Don't nobody know who's going. Like, listen, don't nobody know how good he might be for the team. Like, I feel like there's not a such thing as giving up too much if you win a championship. Now, if it pushes you over the top and you win a championship, it does not matter, bro. That's how I look at it. Donovan Mitchell was the 13th pick, my guy. Okay. Dude, Mason. Nah, don't worry about it. You a fraud. Don't even. We're not going to even worry about the whole. We all human. You know what I mean? We're not going to worry about the color of your skin or white American, black American. We're not going to worry about it. Like, let's keep it the conversation like this. If you can play the game of basketball, it doesn't matter what you look like or what country you're from. It doesn't matter. If you can play the game of basketball, let's keep it 100. If you can play the game of basketball, it doesn't matter where you're from. You get what I'm saying? Let's try to keep the chat PG. I understand where y'all all are coming from, but at the same time, let's keep it PG and let's go into the mindset of if you can play the game of basketball at a high level, it doesn't matter what part of the world you're from. It doesn't matter what country you're from. It doesn't matter what color your skin is. Your skin could be red. Your skin could be yellow. Your skin could be purple. Your skin could be orange, blue, green. Now, if it's those colors, some of those colors, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm going to be a little nervous because I'm not saying I believe in aliens, but I'm not saying they don't exist. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not saying I ain't saying that aliens exist, and I'm not saying that aliens don't exist. But I'm going to tell you right now, if a basketball player comes out and they green, something ain't right. I ain't never seen it. I ain't saying that they bad person, but I don't know. But everybody in the building, make sure you double tap the screen and hit that like button. I'm your host, Mike Sports Vibes Ballin', where I cover the Philadelphia 76ers. I cover the Philadelphia Phillies. I also cover the NBA playoffs. I also cover breaking news for the NBA. If there's a big trade like that Luka trade, I will cover that trade, y'all. And also, I will be covering boxing. So all the boxing fans all around the world, make sure you hit the like button. If you a basketball fan, hit that like button. If you a baseball fan, hit the like button. If you a fan of what I'm saying, hit the like button. If you vibing with your boy, hit the like button. And consider subscribing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hold on. It was 4 picks in a swap. At least 2 picks going to be 2030th. Orlando doesn't need more players to develop. Yeah. Okay. I see. Jew Sunday. I see your comment, Samuel. Mike, what are you talking about with colors and aliens? Hey, listen, bro. Listen, man. I don't even want to get into it, bro. But you came in at the right time. Cooper Flag is the next. Remember Sean Brad? Oh my gosh, bro. I think he's trolling at this point. 4 unprotected picks for Bane. That's way too dang much. Who is KD? Who is he? KD or somebody? You got a point there, but at the same time, I look at it like this. If they feel like Bane's going to put him over the top, man, who are we to disagree? I just look at it like this, man. We're going to see the end result at the end of the season. That's the best thing I can say, y'all. I'm trying to be optimistic and positive. You feel me? I'm looking at it like this. Just like the whole stupid signing by the Sixers. Let's put the Sixers into this conversation, bro. We signed Joel Embiid to a contract extension. The man can't stay healthy, and I love Joel Embiid. We signed Paul George to a max. Nobody in the NBA was going to give him a max, but guess what team did? The Philadelphia 76ers. And look, it backfired on us. But the other token to it is, what if it worked out? What if the Sixers were in the NBA Finals instead of the Pacers? What if the Sixers were a true contender right now instead of these other teams that are true contenders? We got to prove it because we can't stay healthy. So it could go either way, but I understand my bull what my homie is talking about. The Pacers do Magic. Yeah, all snap. The 4 picks don't mean much to the Magic. They got their guy, and they had touch picks. Yeah, it was swaps and all that. Yeah, I feel you. I think the Sixers drafted Keith Van Horn. Oh my gosh, oh man, you going back with the Keith Van Horn, bro. Cooper Flag about to go crazy. I like Cooper Flag. Do you think Bane is going to put them over the top? If you say no, then you make a point. Hey, listen, bro, we going to see. I ain't going to say yes. I ain't going to say no. All I'm going to say is to be continued. We shall see. That's all I'm going to say. I think the 76ers are cursed. Shit, you might be right. You might be on to something, bro. Hey, listen, you might be on to something. Everybody that's in the building right now, I need you to get me to 20 likes on this stream. I got 17 likes. Can I get 3 more likes on this stream? Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. If you haven't already, it's definitely going down. I'm your host, Mike Sports Violence, Ballin', where I cover the Sixers, the Phillies, NBA playoffs, and boxing. Breaking news for the NBA, etc., etc. Let's get it. Can I get 2 more likes? Someone just hit the like button. I need 2 more likes on the stream. Shout out to each and every one of y'all that's in the building. Appreciate each and every one of y'all. Spurs do not need Kevin Durant. No team in the league does. Oh my gosh, yo, I strongly disagree with that statement. I need 1 more like on the stream. Can I get 1 more like for your boy? And hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I got 19 likes. Can I get 1 more like, baby? Can I get 1 more like on the live stream? Let's go. But I disagree with that comment. Kevin Durant makes any team better, bro. Kevin Durant makes every team better, bro. You go put him on any team in the NBA, he will make that team better. He will not harm the team. He will make the team better. That's how good. 21 likes on the stream, baby. Let's freaking go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure you hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. We're talking about everything right now. We're talking about the Sixers with the 3rd overall pick, potentially, what they're going to do. We're talking about the NBA playoffs. We're talking about a whole bunch of different stuff. Shout out to each and every one of y'all that's in the building. If you're vibing with me, consider subscribing to your boy. It's definitely going down over here on Mike Sports Vibes Ballin', where I will be doing play-by-play with the scoreboard and everything for the last game of the finals. And we will be talking about, and I talk about any team, to be honest with you, but I primarily cover the Sixers, the Phillies, and NBA playoffs, and et cetera, et cetera. But shout out to each and every one of y'all that's in the building. Truly appreciate y'all. Must be... Oh, hold on. Don't call nobody out their name. Come on, y'all. Keep it PG in the chat, man. Keep it PG in the chat, man. Because also, I got my kids that be watching, too. Sometimes my kids can read. I got a 10-year-old and I got a 6-year-old, and they both can read. So it's like, and sometimes they be like, Daddy, why they cursing in the chat? And I be trying to tell y'all, just keep it PG, keep it respectful. That's all I ask. It's okay to disagree with somebody and what they say, but it's the way you say stuff. Just don't call nobody out their name. You feel me? That's all I ask. Keep it PG. Keep it PG in the comments. That's all I ask, y'all. KD still at his age, yeah. Yeah, keep that. Yeah, you can't be calling people out their name, bro. Don't call people out their name. Also, start with the who. A good trade before anything happens. Sure, it may seem like a good idea, but Embiid is injury prone. Same with PG, and they low manage. Yeah, I agree. Let's go Sixers. We got Ash in the building. Let's go Sixers. SGA and J-Dub are going to smash the Pacers. Oh, yeah, we're going to see. They got a lot to do, man. I'm going to tell you right now. This could go either way. I said it 50 times. I'm going to say it again. The Pacers could win. The Thunder could win. This could go either way. This is not a given either way you go. Either way you go. Even if you're a Pacers fan or a Thunder fan. This could go, it's a 50-50 coin flip. Heads or tails. Heads or tails. Flip a coin and see which side it lands on, whatever. Tails is for the Pacers. Heads is for the Thunder. Sixers in 8. Hey, listen, bro. Sixers in 8. Let's go Sixers. We winning the championship next season, y'all. You heard it first from your boy Mike Sports Vibes Ball. Say, no, I ain't gonna go that far. But I will say the Sixers will make the playoffs. The Sixers will make the playoffs. I don't want to go that far about championship. I gotta see I gotta see if they can even be healthy. That's the number one thing. And y'all know how I feel about PG. Keep it PG. Oh my goodness. Should Josh Harris sell the 76ers? He owns other teams also. I wouldn't mind them selling the Sixers because I don't know. I wouldn't mind them selling the Sixers. All I said was KD is old, injury prone, scoring and assists number are declining, and if it don't work out, he's going to team hop. I do agree with if it don't work out, he's going to team hop. I still think, yeah, he is a little injury prone. I don't know how many games he played last season, but KD is still a very, very good player. I know he averaged like 26 points a game this past season. Can you name 15 players better than KD right now, even at his age? Take the age away. Can you name 15 players better than KD right now? I doubt it. If he goes to a team where he doesn't have to be the number one guy, like for instance, I put this out there in the atmosphere. I said Kevin Durant should consider trying to go to the West. He is in the West. Go to the Nuggets. I think him and Jokic would be a very, very good combination. I know I'm one of the only few people that say that. KD and Jokic will be awesome because I don't believe in Jamal Murray. There's too much pressure on Jokic to do everything. The man has to be the leading facilitator. He has to be the leading scorer. He has to be the leading rebounder. He has to do everything, and he has to hit the game winners. Get us to the fourth quarter. Let KD finish it. I can see KD being amazing with the Nuggets. I can see him doing great, and I can see Giannis going to the Timberwolves or KD. I think that would be a nice whole combination right there, like one of the two going to the Timberwolves. I can see what else? The Thunder don't need anything, so I hope the Thunder don't try to get Giannis or anything like that. The Thunder could go after Giannis. What if that happens? That'd be crazy. What else? Oh, for the Pistons, I can see KD going to the Pistons or Giannis going to the Pistons. As a Sixer fan, I would love Kevin Durant to come to the Sixers. If we could somehow package a deal around Paul George and trade Paul George for KD and give us some future first-round picks. I'm not giving up this first-round pick, though. Damn, what the heck was that? Something just bit me on the dang old leg, y'all. And bro, 10 years old, I thought you was in 10 years old. I'm not really sure about that comment. It's getting like WWE in this joint. You already know the vibes. You see, he keeps talking. Do you think Embiid should be traded? I think Embiid should be traded, but he's not going to be traded because his contract. I love Joel Embiid as a player. I really do. But you can't. But he has to be healthy, and that is point blank period, bro. And shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Indy going to destroy OKC if Scott Foster not coaching. So I can't win without 4 free throws. Hey, listen, I'm going to say this right now. About the free throw conversation. It's part of the game. A lot of the all-time greats baited plays. I understand the flopping. I don't like the flopping. But I watched almost every finals game this finals between the Pacers and the Thunder. I didn't see much flopping from SGA. Yes, if your hand's in the cookie jar and he pulls up for the midi and you don't lift your arm up quick enough, they're going to call the foul every time. So, and it's part of the game. So the one game when he had 38 points, he had 12 free throws. He shoots 90% from the free throw line. That's what makes it worse. Because guess who gets to the free throw line more than him? Giannis gets to the free throw line more than him. But he's not a 90% free throw shooter. The thing about SGA is he's a 90% free throw shooter, but he scored 38 in the one game, and people said he's a free throw merchant. First and foremost, all right, if you take away 12 points, right? Listen, you take away 12 from 38. What's that, y'all? 26 points, right? So what about the other 26 points that he scored? People don't like SGA. Look, it's okay to not like the opposing team. But at the end of the day, you got to keep it real. The SGA is a good basketball player. Like, even me as a Sixer fan, Like, and I said this before, when we went against the Lakers in the finals in 2001, I didn't like Kobe Bryant all like that. I didn't like Shaquille, but I respected them because they're all-time greats and they're really that good. But at the same time, like, it's part of the game. Free throws, baiting. Every great player baited a defender to foul him. Kobe Bryant did it. Michael Jordan did it. Everybody did it. I don't know how many times Kobe went to the free. He didn't flop though. Michael, I don't think he ever flopped, and I don't think Kobe flopped. But they did bait him. They'll pump fake. The guy will go in the air, and he'll jump up, and he'll foul him. And one. It's part of the game. Thunder in 7. Halliburton is not that hurt. He looked fine to me. Well, you know what? The NBA Finals is different because it's not like you're not playing every day. So you get a little bit of rest. Like the game 7 is on Sunday. So you get a couple of days of rest. So it helps you out. So even if you did have a strain, wherever it was, it's not as bad because you can rest for a couple of days. Because you don't. Siakam doing magic. The pieces need to be invested. Oh, man. We talking about the NBA players, not about people. What? Bro, SGA is just a good hooper. He draws contact. He gets to the... Right. That's what I be trying to tell people, bro. People going to have their own opinion. But if he was on y'all team, if he was on the Pacers, nobody would say anything. He's just a 90% free throw shooter. That's the difference between him and a player like a Giannis. Giannis, I don't know what his percentage is from the free throw line, but I know he ain't no 90% free throw shooter. All right, now let's put this in consideration, y'all. What if Shaq was an 85% free throw shooter? You know how many points Shaq would average a game? Shaq would probably average 50 in his sleep, in his prime. You get where I'm going with this? And people will say, oh, Shaq's a free throw merchant. No, you can't guard him. So if you can't guard him, you're going to foul him. You know how many times Shaq got to the free throw line and he was bricking for chicken at the free throw line? Imagine if he was an average free throw shooter or an 85% free throw shooter. Imagine how many points that man would have, bro. That's why it's part of the game. Like, that's why it's just like, yo, there has to be a consequence. If you foul a player, I don't agree with the flopping, though. The flopping has to somewhat stop. It has to stop. I don't like it at all. And that's why I say NBA players, after their NBA career is over, they should go into acting. Because a lot of them are great actors. You didn't watch the game, bud. He was trying to play through injury, but you... Why y'all calling each other names? What's going on in the chat, y'all? Y'all going at it in the chat for some reason. Just keep it PG, y'all. It's okay. Just enjoy the game. KD is still giving teams 30. You put him... Yeah, that's how I feel, Tuna Sports. That's how I feel, bro. The dude keeps attacking me. All right, both of y'all. Can y'all please just relax, bro? Like, just relax. Like, it's okay. Y'all both fans of the game. Just relax. It is what it is. Yeah, I get what you're saying, bro. KD's not terrible. I get what you're saying. He's injury prone, but just the potential of him being on your team, I think he makes you better. I think KD is a very, very good player still to this day. Shaw's better than Cupcake Durant. Oh, yeah, he's better than Durant right now, but he's not. But accolades are different, though. He got to do a lot to be really compared to Durant. Durant's in his late prime. SGA has to win his first championship to be even in the conversation with any of these great players like KD or someone like that. But I have a lot of respect for SGA. He reminds me of some of his offensive moves. Looks like Kobe a little bit. I'm not saying he's Kobe, but he reminds me of Kobe. San Antonio needs to say them picks in. Hey, listen, Blue Beetle. They have no use for Dylan Harper. Trade, listen, with the Fox and Castle. Hey, Blue Beetle, can you please trade the second overall pick to the Sixers, bro? I'll take Dylan Harper right now, bro. Let's make it happen, bro. Let's make it happen, bro. Go get KD in a 3-team trade, bro. We could do a 4-team trade and make it happen, bro. Jokic, Luka, Giannis better than foul merchant shot. All right, well, I got you. You got me with the Jokic. Luka's not better than SGA. I'm not agreeing with that. And I don't even think Giannis is better. They're all different positions, but it depends what you want. I don't think Luka's better because he doesn't play both ends, but he's a better offensive player. He's a better facilitator, but it's not far off. SGA can facilitate and he can score at every level. And he's a better defender than Luka. Jokic, I got him number 1. I think he's the best player in the game. So you got me with that. When it comes to Giannis, it depends on what you want because I'm not going to disrespect Giannis. I love Giannis as a player. But right now, I think SGA is like a little bit above Giannis. Right now. And I'm not talking about accolades. I'm not talking about winning championships. I'm talking about right now, if I had to start a team right now with Giannis being in he's 30 and SGA being only 26, I'm going to start my team with SGA. Just my opinion. Shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I go live for the Sixers, the Phillies, NBA playoffs. We're going to do breaking news for the NBA, and we're also going to be doing boxing. So if you're interested, make sure you double tap the screen and hit that like button, baby. Let's go. Listen. SGA still elite. That free throw stuff don't mean much. You know, I don't know why people don't like SGA so much. It is so crazy to me. You know who's a bigger flopper than SGA? Jalen Brunson is. You know who's a bigger flopper than SGA? Luka is. You know who's a bigger flopper? Like, I'm talking about the best acting. I'm not saying he goes to the free throw line more. I'm saying flopping. Victor Wembanyama. I love Victor Wembanyama. If you watch the game when it was the Sixers versus the Spurs, and Andre Drummond didn't even touch Victor Wembanyama, Victor Wembanyama went flying on the floor, and they ejected Draymond Green and then unejected him because they looked at the replay and he didn't even get touched. And they gave a technical foul to Victor Wembanyama for flopping. I'd never seen that done ever in the history of watching the NBA. I never seen an ejection and an unejection because of a flop. Bro, I hope y'all can look it up. If you think I'm lying, look that play up. Jokic be flopping as well sometimes. All the stars flop, bro. Most of them do. There's only one star that I know for a fact don't flop, and that's Ant-Man. I don't think Anthony Edwards flops. I don't think he flops. You know what I mean? But if you gonna tell me that SJ flops more than Luka and some of these other dudes, I don't agree with that. Look at what Jalen Brunson does. He barely gets touched, and he's like, oh my gosh, you like, come on. And I like Jalen Brunson. He's a very good player. But I'm keeping it real. I don't know where all this dislike came from SGA. Like, everybody's like coming at SGA like this dude is like a bad player or something. But I will be one of the few content creators that's gonna stick up for him. I call him out if he flops. But if your hand's in the cookie jar and he pulls up and your hand doesn't lift up quick enough, that's a foul, bro. Oh, you're diehard. Okay, Lakers. I love Luka too, but listen, I like two-way players. Luka don't play no defense. Luka got to play some dang on defense for me. I love Luka. I think he's the best offensive player in the NBA, debatably, right? Who's better than Luka offensively, bro? You know what I mean? There's not many players, if any. He just don't play no defense. Athlete searches for the best way to he could flop. Oh, come on, bro. And when he gets it told to Kobe. Oh, hold on. Kobe, Jordan, Bron were actually getting fouled. I just disagree, bro. I disagree. I've been watching the NBA Finals, and a lot of the calls are fouls, bro. They're fouls. It's just that y'all don't like it because you're not going for the team. Embiid would have won MVP in 2024 if he didn't get injured. I agree with that. See, we agree and disagree on something, and that's okay. That's okay, man. We don't have to agree with everything. Pacers in 7. My boy Sports got Pacers in 7. Wow. I got a 50-50 coin flip. I don't know. I can't choose. TJ McConnell better than oh my gosh. Stop the cap. Stop the cap. Remember, hungry dogs run faster, not ones. Oh, he talking about when Siakam rolled in the back of his, oh man. TJ McConnell final MVP. Yo, he might win finals MVP. This one. Pacers sacrifice Siakam for give up after 5. But God, what's up, sports? Right, they comparing SJ to Kobe. They need to. Hey, listen, bro. I'm not. Y'all thinking a little bit too far into what I'm saying. When I say he's compared to Kobe, I'm not saying about the accolades. I'm not saying he's better than Kobe. I'm just talking about some of his antics on how he plays the game of basketball. When he pulls up for the midi, when he's driving to the lane, when he breaks dudes down off the dribble and he pulls up from the free throw line, that is Kobe-like. When he posts his people up and he does a turnaround midi from the left side or the right side, that's Kobe-like. He plays both sides of the ball, defense like Kobe. Both sides. He plays both offense and defense. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying the man is Kobe. I don't want y'all to misinterpret what I'm saying. I'm saying he's Kobe-like. Just like, guess what? Kobe was Michael Jordan-like. He's not Michael Jordan, but he is Michael Jordan-like. Right? Like, there's players that are like other players. It's not that I'm saying that they're that player or better than that player. I'm just saying, if you watch the way they both play, look at Kobe when he's breaking dudes off the dribble and he pulls up from the free throw line. That's exactly what SGA does. He copies off of what. I'm pretty sure if you ask SGA who's his favorite players growing up, I almost guarantee you that he's going to say Kobe Bryant because he plays similar to Kobe. And that's not a disrespect to Kobe. That's a compliment to Kobe because Kobe is the reason why a lot of these players play the way they play. Jason Tatum plays like Kobe in some aspects of his game. He's not Kobe, but he has some similarities to Kobe Bryant's game. I'm not saying that these dudes are Kobe Bryant, y'all. Goodness gracious. I would never say that because Kobe Bryant is an all-time great, and these dudes can't even tie the shoes of Kobe because Kobe, his work ethic and his championships, his resume, his accolades speak for themselves. So I'm not trying to say that these dudes are Kobe. I said Kobe-like. Just like Kobe was MJ-like. The way he played was like MJ. Kobe Bryant's favorite player of all time was who? MJ. How did he play? Like MJ. And if you want to, and listen, you could look it up. Kobe Bryant compared to Michael Jordan, his game. And I'm pretty sure you're going to find so many YouTube videos and they're going to break it down and they're going to show so many similarities of how they played, how they pulled up, how they did the fadeaway, how everything is similar, y'all. It's similar. It's similar. Not saying Kobe is Michael Jordan, but he played like Michael Jordan. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I think Giannis and Jokic are the best players. SGA and Luka is the debate. I think Jokic is the best player in the NBA. That's just my opinion. When it comes to the second best player, especially if SGA wins the finals and wins finals MVP, he's the second best player in the NBA, bro. Just my opinion. And you want to know what's so funny about it? Is there's 2 overseas players that are not from America. It doesn't really matter. I'm just going to prove my point. That are the face of the NBA right now. The best 2 players are not even from America. That's why basketball is my favorite sport because it's a sport that you don't have to be in a rich area to be good. You have, all you got to do is get a basket and a ball. That's it. And practice. You know what I mean? And that's what makes basketball such a great sport because it's the second most played sport in the world. I think first is, of course, soccer. And then I think after that is basketball. You know what I mean? And a lot of countries, it could be a country that doesn't have the most. They're going to have players coming out of that country. Possibly, if they're good enough. So that's why I love basketball. It doesn't really matter where you're from. Just proving my point that That's why basketball is so much competition now. Even in the Olympics, it's not easy for the America to just win because what? The whole world caught up. There's a lot of NBA players that are from or that are not from America that are the best players in the NBA. So it's not going to be easy. Oh, we're going to win the gold. No, you got to put your best of the best to win gold nowadays, bro. And that's my point about, I love basketball because of that factor. You know what I mean? Because of that reason alone. It's one of the greatest sports, underrated sports. Yes, I don't like the flopping, but if you take away the flop, and another thing I don't like right now is so many dang on threes. They brick it for chicken from three. I don't know what's going on. And like the Thunder, like I don't know why the Thunder shot the three so many times. They was like 6 of like 20 from three or something like that, and they kept chucking up threes. And I'm just trying to figure out why. You're 3 of 20, but you're still chucking up threes. I don't understand it. I think Giannis and Jokic, read that, above Giannis. Mike, are you under the SGA? Right now, in my opinion, is above Giannis. Why is that so crazy to believe? Look up what he's doing to with his team. Like, he's in the NBA Finals. In the Western Conference, his team had the best record twice in the Western Conference in a row, which is the Wild Wild West, which is the best conference in basketball. The West is better than the East, overall talent, in my opinion. And his team was number 1 twice in a row. He won the regular season MVP, and if he wins the finals this year, he's going to win the finals MVP. I don't know why that is so hard to be like, all right, well, maybe that he has a point there. Maybe we could agree to disagree. I love Giannis. I think he's a great player, not taking nothing from him. But I think SGA might take him, especially if he wins the finals MVP this year. Just my opinion. Shout out to you, bro. The sun is getting to Mike. Nah, bro. I need the sun. You know what the sun do to for human beings? Like, it was to give us vitamin D or something, or vitamin E, something like that. I see Ant-Man cry for fouls. Yeah, he complains, but he don't flop though. I think the only person is Kawhi. And Kawhi don't either. You're right. Shai is getting hated just because he scores points and people are jealous. Just look at what people said about Harden. Yes, I agree, J Pop. Shout out to everybody in the video. Make sure y'all double tap that screen. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. I'm just a Sixer fan covering the NBA Finals. I cover the Sixers. I cover the Phillies. I cover the NBA Finals. I cover the NBA playoffs. I also will cover NBA big-time breaking news like the Luka trade, for example. And I will cover some boxing as well. So if you're interested, make sure you hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. It's definitely going down. And thank you for everybody that hit the like button. I have 25 likes on this stream, and I want to say I really appreciate y'all. I only asked for 20, and I got 5 more. So I just appreciate y'all, man. Like, everybody that's been on this live chat in and out, appreciate each and every one of y'all hitting that like button, man. And all the people that subscribe, thank you so much. And for everybody that's a new subscriber, do not ask to be a mod. I will give you the moderator if I see you in the chat long enough. If I see you in the chat long enough, and I see you multiple times in the chat, not just one live stream, I will automatically make you a moderator. So you don't have to ask to be a moderator. It's not that deep. It's not that serious to me. I make people moderators and they don't even ask. You know what I mean? So just be patient. I wouldn't go that far. I'd rather have Tyrese Maxey is SGA. You said I'd rather have Tyrese Maxey as SGA. I don't like. Nah. I mean, I'd rather have Tyrese Maxey than. Oh, what? Hey, listen, bro. Hey, listen. I'm a Sixer fan, and I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I love Tyrese Maxey, right? I would take SGA over Tyrese, bro. Like, listen, bro. I'm taking SGA over Tyrese. I love Tyrese. But that's not, I don't want to, I just gave SGA so much compliments of him being like debatably the second best player in the NBA. So it's hard to really like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not really a fair thing to really talk about. I love Tyrese Maxey though. But I'm taking a 6'6" shooting guard / wing player that can play both sides of the ball. That recently just won an MVP, that got his team to the NBA Finals. I'm taking that over Tyrese Maxey right now. TJ better than Shaq? Oh, no, I'm not going to Shaq. Can't go. to his spots and score whenever he wants and average. Yep. If you watch the games, you can see that he can score whenever. In facts, bro. Kobe was more of a leader than. Well, Kobe's an all-time guy. I don't really like comparing Kobe to nobody, but I just say his game resembles Kobe's game. When Halliburton supposedly, yeah, he was injured, but like I said, like I said, the NBA Finals is different from like a regular season because they spread the games out. They spread the games out like you get like 2 or 3 days of rest before the next game, so it helps out. If you have like a nagging injury, you can get it to functionable possibly. Y'all know if SGA was coming to the Sixers, y'all would give up Mac. Yeah, to this. Listen. Listen, people can say what they want about SGA. I'm not going to agree with them. Regardless of what anybody says, anybody that don't like SGA, y'all not going to persuade me and change my mind. Even if SGA loses on Sunday, I still would choose SGA over Tyrese Maxey right now. Like, I'm just keeping it real. I'm a Sixer fan. I love Tyrese Maxey as a player, but come on, bro. You had. Nah, he's just trolling. He's trolling. Maxey been dropping 50 burgers way before. Yeah, that's true, but is Maxey a better overall player? Does he play better defense than SGA? Not even close, bro. Not even close, bro. Let's keep it real. Offensively, I think that SGA is more under control and can get to his spots a lot better than Tyrese Maxey. He could change his pace, drive into the lane a lot better than Tyrese Maxey. He's a better, he might be a better free throw shooter than Tyrese Maxey too as well. I think he's a better overall player than Tyrese Maxey. And I love Tyrese, but I don't want to sit there and try to break down Tyrese Maxey like he's not a good player, but you're comparing him to SGA. So just my opinion. I might be wrong. Who knows? I might be wrong. If you go up to 36er fans and you ask, who would you rather have, Tyrese Maxey or SGA? Maybe they all might go Tyrese Maxey. I strongly disagree with each and every one of them, though. It could be 29 people saying that I'm going Tyrese Maxey, and guess what? I'll be that 30th person saying I'm going SGA. You're not going to persuade me that. You're not going to persuade me and switch my opinion on who's a better player right now. I got SGA being a better player than Tyrese Maxey, and this is coming from a diehard Sixer fan. And it's not all about dropping points. It's about a mixture. You got to score the points, facilitate, play some good defense, winning plays, which Tyrese Maxey can do it. But I feel like right now, in my honest opinion, right now, SGA is a better player. But I love Tyrese Maxey. Like, I'm back, bro. Basketball practice. Okay. Be safe out there if it's thunderstorming. Ace Billy is better than SGA. Oh, my gosh. Giannis been hurt, Mike, and you haven't had his running. Oh, my goodness! I like caught my flag. My flag almost went into the woods. Look, my flag almost went down in these woods right here. That's true. I agree. Tuning Sports. What's up, Big Task in the building? What's up, Big Task in the building? And sometimes Mikey covers the Knicks. Yeah, I cover the Knicks when the Sixers is playing them. And I'm letting you know this right now. We're going to beat the brakes off of the Knicks this season, bro. You know what I'm saying? Mike, name your top 5 right now. And let's see if SJ fits. Top 5? Jokic, number 1. SGA, I'm just going 5, but I'm not going to put them in any order besides number 1. Number 1 is Jokic. I got SGA. Shit. Off the top of my head, I'm trying to think. I want to put Devin Booker. I can't put Devin Booker up there yet. Dang, I want to put Devin Booker. I can't do it. I don't know. That's hard. I got to think, man. Because so many great players, and it's not enough spaces. But I know I got Jokic and SGA up there. I got Anthony Edwards up there. So I got 2 more spaces, y'all. Get out there, y'all. Another center. Is there another center that's worthy of being a top 5 player? Uh, already got Jokic. Victor Wembanyama might not be up there yet, but he's close. Towns is definitely not up there. I would put Joel Embiid up there, but Joel Embiid always hurt, so I could put Joel Embiid up there. So right now for my 3, I got Jokic, Ant-Man, and SGA. And I got 2 more players, my top 5 players in the NBA. I want to put Luka up there so bad, but he don't play no dang on defense. I want to so bad. Can I put him up there? I'm going to have him number 5. Luka's my 5th best player. Now I got to find out who that 4th best player is. Who's the 4th best player for your boy? All right, so Luka number 5. Like right now, I'm not talking about resume because y'all probably gonna be like, where's LeBron? LeBron, he's very good, but he's not a top 5 right now, in my opinion. I don't think he's a top 5 right now. KD's not a top 5 right now. If you talk about resume, maybe I put Steph Curry. I put Steph Curry number 4. So I got Jokic number 1, SGA number 2, number 3, Ant-Man. No. Oh, that's hard. Can I put Steph number 3, Ant-Man number 4, and Luka number 5? That's my top 5, y'all. That's my top 5. And that's a very hard top 5 because I know I'm missing some people. SJ's top 5 player in the league. Facts, bro. Last time Luka was healthy, he averaged 30. Yeah, he's a monster. Yeah, that's why he's my 5th best player, bro. And I want to put Giannis. See, that's another player. Giannis is missing too. Nah, I'm taking out Luka and I'm putting. That's hard. That is hard. I want to put Luka at the 5, but I could put Giannis at 5. I don't know, man. That's hard, bro. Nah, it's not a big part. It's just like this private trail, bro. I don't like Miles Turner. He could take the load. I think SJ had a team built for him through the draft. Maxey has it. Look. I knew you was going to say that comment. And listen, I agree that the Thunder have a very good team. But if you take SJ off that team, they're nowhere close to being a contender. And you can't knock them for having a good team. And I agree. Tyrese Maxey hasn't had a team that was healthy. I would debate that if Tyrese Maxey had a healthy Joel Embiid, a healthy Paul George, a healthy Jared McCain, a healthy what's his name, Ace Bailey, or whoever we draft with the 3rd overall pick, it could be a different story. So I knew you was gonna put that in the comments. I knew it. So I don't necessarily disagree with you, bro. And be healthy is a top 5. Let's go, baby. Listen. Tune in sports. I ain't stutter, bro. I meant that when I said it, bro. Top 5 not in order. SGA, Jokic, Giannis, and Tatum. Okay, I like that 5. Is Jason Tatum better than Allen Iverson? For me, I'm a Sixer fan. I'm gonna say no. But I do like Jason Tatum a lot. The top 5: Jokic, Shai, Giannis, Luka, Brunson. Wow, you got Brunson? You got Brunson over Ant-Man? Mikey, when the Knicks beat the 76ers, excuses, you would say the following. Mike Sports Vibes, thank you for crying with me. You need to tell me your man Embiid, your number, not your number 1. I'm a realist, bro. Hey, listen, Ingram, bro. I'm a realist, man. Joel Embiid can't be in the top 5 because he ain't never healthy right now. But the debate will be over if he's healthy. Get your popcorn ready. Get your lemon pepper wings ready. Get everything ready. Get your extra buttery popcorn ready. Get your, did I say garlic parmesan barbecue, honey barbecue, buffalo wings, all that, man. Get it all ready. It's going down. Ant and Tatum close, but I give Tatum just a, I give it to Ant because Ant-Man got his team to the Western Conference Finals twice in a row. No, he didn't win a championship. Tatum did. I understand that. But the Boston Celtics got a very, 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 very good team, and Jason Tatum was not the MVP of the finals. You know what I mean? It was Jaylen Brown. Not saying Jason Tatum wasn't good, but he wasn't the MVP of the finals. But for Ant-Man to be only 23 years old, to get his team to the Western Conference Finals twice in a row at the age of 23, I just got to give him a little bit more respect than Jason Tatum. Not to say that he's a so much better player. And this is like, it's very hard to pick between the two. I love both of the players. They're both great players in my opinion. But I'm going to go Ant-Man right now. Top 5 Grayson Allen. Stop it. Darius Garland. I know you trolling, bro. I know you trolling. Objectively speaking, Jalen Brunson is better than Anthony Edwards. I promise I'm being objective. Oh man, I won't lie. I believe in Embiid, but always said he has still. I feel you. Tatum tad bit better, not a lot of, and just because he's older, but now because of Achilles. Yeah, Ant-Man over Tatum. Yeah, and I'm hoping Tatum gets healthy, man. That's a terrible injury, but I'm hoping he can be healthy. Rudy got them to the Western Conference Finals. Oh my gosh, bro. On that note, I'm getting off this live stream. Y'all, people that know me, y'all know I'm not the biggest Rudy supporter. I think he's the most overrated player offensively. He has no offensive game whatsoever. If it's not an alley-oop or if it's not a putback shot, he has no offensive game whatsoever. And he's a very good defender, but he gets cooked against the great offensive centers in the game, like Joel Embiid and Jokic or Bam, or the list goes on. I just think he's overrated. And I think that the Timberwolves, when they're on offense, it's 4 versus 5. Because Rudy is not he's not an option offensively unless you run a pick and roll and he rolls to the bucket and he's getting an alley oop. He's really not an offensive a player at all. He has no offensive moves, no offensive game, and he's a liability offensively. And I'm not trying to hate on Rudy. I'm just keeping it real. I think he's a little bit overrated, in my honest opinion. Just my opinion. Not saying he's not a solid player. He's a solid player, but people try to make this man to be like an all-star and try to make this man seem like he's better than what he is. I don't believe it. Just my opinion. No. Ben Wallace or Rudy. All right, I'm going Ben Wallace because Ben Wallace is a better defender in my honest opinion. Ben Wallace is the only one that could slow down Shaq. Do you think Rudy could slow down Shaq? Rudy would get dunked on by Shaq in his prime. Rudy would have no chance. What does Shaq always say? Barbecue chicken. It'll be a wrap. It'll be no competition. Yes, Ben Wallace had no offensive game all like that. Same thing like Rudy, but he was a better defender, in my opinion, than Rudy. Rudy can't even tie the shoes of Ben Wallace when it comes to defense, and that's just my honest opinion. I don't care about the accolades or what Rudy accomplished defensively. No disrespect. He's not a better defender than Ben Wallace ever, in my opinion, because there's no force greater than Shaquille O'Neal at the center position. The Diesel. They call him a Diesel for a reason. And Ben Wallace was the only dude that made Shaq work for every point. Rudy would have got dunked on. Oh my gosh. I don't even want to imagine what would happen to Rudy if Rudy went against Shaq in his prime. I don't even want to imagine the devastation that would be. I don't know what that was. I don't know if that was a dang on a deer or what. It just made this weird noise. Let me get out the dang on woods, y'all. I'm about to get off in about a minute. Yes, exactly. You get dunked on. I agree. Yeah, he would have got demolished. Oh my gosh. I would have been very, very nervous if I was a Timberwolves fan and Shaquille O'Neal was on the Lakers or even when he was with the Heat. Man, Rudy's going to get destroyed, bro. And I mean that in no disrespect. I'm just keeping it real. Rudy has no chance against a player of the caliber of Shaquille O'Neal. For real. And B can't tie Rudy. No, stop it. He'll destroy Rudy. He always destroys Rudy. Shaq would take Rudy, man. I can't I gotta get off this live, y'all. Well, salute to everybody in the building. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as always, God bless and be easy. Peace out. And I will be live for the NBA Finals, and I probably will be live again tomorrow. And again, if anybody is a Viking or a football fan, go check out my other channel, Mike, M-I-K-E, Sports, S-P-O-R-T-S, Vibes, V-I-B-E-Z. I'm going to go live for every single Viking game I'll be going live. So even if you're not a Viking fan and we're going to get your team, we're going to talk that talk in the comments. And also, if you know anybody, share to subscribe to this channel. And like I said, we cover a little bit of everything. We cover the Sixers. We cover the Phillies. We're going to cover the NBA playoffs. We're going to cover big-time breaking news in the NBA. And we're also going to cover boxing as well. But shout out to each and every one of y'all that's in the building. I truly appreciate y'all. And as always, God bless and have a wonderful day. Please be safe, y'all. Be safe. And I'm out. I know, man. I don't even want to talk about it, bro. I see that listen, bro. That's my guy. He's the best running back of all time, in my opinion. One of the best running backs of all time. But I'm out, y'all. Peace out.